We're back. Another House of Health podcast episode tonight with Big Dan the Man. How we doing?
Doing amazing, brother. How about yourself?
Great, unbelievable. So tonight is a very powerful one. Something we both have been wanting to talk about is going forward in 2024. There's been a lot of turmoil, a lot of chaos in this world for the last few years, as we know. And 2023 was tough for a lot of people, right?
Very much so.
Including myself, I'm going to speak about in a second. But, you can feel kind of the world coming out of 2023 and saying, now's the time to go for it.
Yes.
What are we waiting for,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
I feel like that. So one example for me, I went through 2 spine surgeries late 2023. September was my first one. November was my second one. The first surgery failed. I had to go through a second surgery in November, pretty serious spine surgery.
Yeah, you were down.
And I was down for a while. I mean, I was in the ER for 8 days, hard, torturous pain. It was bad.
Yeah, man.
And
He's back.
But I'm back. He's
baby.
back. Let's go. But I faced a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
a lot
bro.
of fears.
Yeah.
I mean, my leg was kind of paralyzed and completely numb. Couldn't
There's
feel
a
my
halt
leg.
to your life.
Yeah, a halt to my life.
Yeah.
Like couldn't walk at certain points. It was scary.
Yeah.
And you start to think, man, what if I was in a wheelchair the rest of my life? What about the people who are like that? You come to terms with death and your fears, and you look them in the face, and it makes you realize what's important in life.
Yeah.
You reevaluate. So I'm coming out of that right now. I'm still doing PT. I'm not like working out yet, but it's a rebirth for me. And I think it's a rebirth for a lot of people.
By all means.
I know
It's-
you've been
it's a
going through
spiritual rebirth. Yeah, a lot.
100%. So I feel so many of my friends I talk to are like, hey, that was rough last year. We went through a lot of intense experiences and moments, and it's time to start crushing it.
Yes.
And that's my biggest aha moment was like, there's no waiting till I grow up now. It's like,
No.
it's time.
It's now. It's right now.
It's now.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's not promised. We don't know what's going to happen.
Nope.
So speak your truths.
Yep.
Be your authentic self. Don't live in fear.
Nope.
That's what I want to talk about. I know you could talk about this so powerfully,
Yep.
but like not living with fear. It's so important to not just go about your day and live in a state of love
Yes.
and a state of compassion and a state of empathy for yourself and the world versus worry and fear.
Those
right?
lower energies.
Those lower
Yeah,
energies.
can't entertain it.
So what do you have to say?
First of all, so happy that you're back and recovering by all
Thank
means.
you.
And yeah, dude,
We're coming back.
I mean, I've seen that transformation in you. You totally persevered through all that, man, and you did shift into so much gratitude. And I've noticed that with the world as well, like in myself. 2023 was a year of like inner reflection of all of like worries, anxieties, buried emotions that like I've accumulated over the 30 years that I've been here.
I felt stuff I didn't even know. I just feel,
just
throughout
popping
this
up
6 months.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh, right? And so I do feel like 2023, it's 7, right? And that's a year of seeking. So unconscious or subconsciously, we were just seeking in some way. And 2024 is 8, and that's the year of abundance, the year of good energy. It's the, and so it definitely is the time for us last year to transmute all of that to become conscious, aware, and now it's time to go for it, right? And that's what we're doing is
1,000%
going for it, right?
Yep.
But we have to transmute all those lower energies in order to clear out anything for the new paradigm, right? That everyone who's going through these is going to walk through, right?
That new path.
Yeah, it's a whole new path, it's a shift.
I love that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and then like when you're tapped in and elevated in your perspective on that, it doesn't matter what's going on in the world.
No,
Like, because some people might say, oh, well, 2024 is going to be crazy with all the economy, the wars, the politics, and that's true.
Right.
But there's also a beautiful opportunity here because when there's breakdowns, there's huge breakthroughs on the other side of that.
100%.
So all this stuff we're going through is a huge opportunity to step up
Yes.
and be your authentic self and go for it.
Yes. You can't entertain all of those things in life. It's what you give power to, you give power to.
100%.
You're giving energy to that power. It's what's going to take your power every single day instead of putting it on path for yourself.
I love
and
that,
entertaining the good energies that you actually have control over.
Absolutely. That's great. Taking ownership of your life.
Seriously.
What you can control. Like you are your own person.
Yes.
And you have that free will to make decisions each day. And what are you going to give your energy to?
Exactly. The here and now.
Yep.
That's
I
what
love
you have
that.
to focus on, the here and now.
The here and now.
Yeah.
Dude, I love that.
Yeah.
So what are some stuff you're focusing on this year in 2024?
So in 2024, since going through all of the the lower energies, it's harnessing my power back, right?
Yeah.
And focusing on all of the new perspectives that I have accrued over this past, year and some change, which is one, expanding in business, becoming more organized, and spiritually getting in tune with my purpose.
Yes.
And how I can become, how I can fill my cup up to be the best of service for others.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
That is what I would like to
do. And that's something I've always wanted to help people with, is how to be more in the service of others. Each day, thinking about how you can be of service to your fellow neighbor in humanity. It's so important. There was something else I wanted to say about this, and I forgot what it was.
Oh, it'll come back by all means.
That's great.
So what about yourself?
Important. Yeah.
What are you focusing on this year?
100%. So you just got me back on track. That's exactly right. That's what I was going to say. So the purpose piece.
Yeah.
So I have been very blessed to get into a career I love, which is real estate. We're crushing it. We had the best year we ever had last year when it was a really hard real estate market, and we're just flying. We have a lot of stuff on the horizon with real estate developers, great stuff happening. So beyond blessed in that way. But there's a whole nother side of me that has this powerful purpose to inspire humanity and be of service in the most powerful way.
To lift the energy up.
To lift the energy up. Like, I love bringing positive energy to other people's lives.
You have done with that with me, man.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. But like, seriously, I love having conversations with people and changing their whole mood, changing their whole energy. Like, that is bringing that big, powerful, positive, good vibe energy to the world is like my calling. And how do we do that? So I've meditated on this. I've talked about this stuff a lot. And it's like really helping bring the world together. And it starts with our local community. Building a local conscious community of awesome people who want to grow, who want to learn, who want to connect, who want to expand, who want to evolve, right? Like people who are trying to find their purpose and live their best life, be the best version of themselves
100%.
they could possibly be.
People who are awakened.
People who are awakened, people who want to transform.
Yes. Because
evolution and progress is the key to fulfillment. And how do you do that? You work on yourself and you serve others and you evolve that way. It reminds me, I'm going to share this quote. Jay Shetty, who's a cool, inspiring guy, like he shared a really powerful quote about this. He said, at the end of your life, how you're going to be remembered is not even how much you loved, but how much you helped people love themselves.
Ooh.
Get the chills. Like, think about that. How much you help people love themselves, because that is a testament that you truly love them.
Oh, man.
That shows that you truly love them if you help them love themselves. So that's such a North Star I try to live by.
Man.
It's not about me. I dissolve. Mike Contino dissolves. It's about humanity. It's about helping.
The trajectory, man. And think about that. When you have that impact, it changes the course of humanity, right? Because once you become awakened, you can't unawaken. The only way you can unawaken is if everything ceases to exist, right? But consciousness is always evolving, and it's going to keep evolving inside of those who become awakened. So keep that. I love you. I love you.
Exactly. If the whole world shifted 10% into service to others, it would change radically immediately. Seriously. Like, and I'm not saying everything's eradicated. There's a lot to do. There's a lot to change in this world, but like it would have a massive shift because 100%. Right now we're currently in that service to self-oriented society. It's like, how can I get more for me? How can I be above you? It's the rat race. So how do we shift to that mentality and that state of being, and like that changes the world, right?
100%. And we're operating out of the universal laws. So everybody will become more prosperous spiritually, which is the most important. Being fulfilled with wealth in your spirit is the most important.
Absolutely.
And that's where,
that's the key. The key to happiness, the key to joy, the key to fulfillment, the key to love, the key to all of that stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's life, man.
That's life. Yeah. Really cool.
It is. And so how have you had to persevere, right? And in 2024, what are you going to do every time you have a negative thought? Every time you feel like you're getting taken off course, what's your plan of action?
Oh, that's so interesting you said that, because I've been recently studying the Kabbalah. Really powerful. So perseverance and resilience are two of the most powerful things ever. And I said this last year. I said, I want to become the most resilient person in the world. Like, I want to be able to handle anything external that happens, no matter how bad. I got a call, like, somebody died, like no matter how bad, something horrible with me, I want to be able to handle everything. And the universe gave me that in the form of the back injury and other stuff, you know, romantic relationship stuff. Gave me really tough tests last year that I had to persevere through. That was really, really hard. So what you ask for, you will get. So one of the biggest ways that I persevere through the adversity and challenges that come my way are reshaping and reframing my perception of them.
Ooh.
And looking at them as beautiful opportunities from the universe, from God, to help us evolve.
What a pleasure.
Give us that little push. So here's the way I do it. So anytime something happens, whether it's small, somebody on the road cuts you off and gives you the finger, or something big happens, first step, you say pause. What a pleasure. Pause. What a pleasure it is. God, thank you for putting this in my story. Thank you for putting this in my life, because guess what? This is a beautiful test, a beautiful opportunity to elevate.
Every single time.
Elevate above the chaos. I made a video about that recently. It's our opportunity to elevate above the chaos. So pause. What a pleasure. And then reflect and say, why did God put this in my movie? And you'll get some downloads. And then here's the thing. Say you do all that and you're still stressed out because something really bad happened. Then you ask God, the universe, whatever you believe in, you ask for the inner strength. And you ask every day, multiple times a day, whenever you feel you need it, you say, God, please give me the inner strength to be able to handle this situation with grace. Isn't that beautiful?
100%.
And you will get it.
Yep.
I proved it. I've tried it, and you will get it. Maybe not right in the moment, but it will come.
100%.
So isn't that pretty cool?
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's powerful.
Man, it's that perspective shift, dude.
Yep. How about you? You have any other words about that, or?
Yeah. So I actually recently met up with a buddy at the gym, and he went through a whole bunch of stuff in his life. Like he's 25 years old, bright soul, man. Went through a lot of his parents like died when he was younger, right? Wow, and so he had to provide and become the patriarch of his family at a very young age, right? So he developed very quickly, and so we went over a lot of the stuff that we were talking about like right now, and having that perspective shift completely in the moments of which energy am I going to entertain? Am I going to allow this to take me out of myself and then give power to an outside external source? Or am I going to harness my power, harness my energy, and keep it balanced and within, and just stay with my ground, right? Every single opportunity that approaches you in order, like the chaos, to take you outside of yourself, man. You just have to have that light bulb.
I love that.
Every second that happens, it's like it's happening right now. How are you going to react?
And it's all about mind training your mind.
Yes.
So practice.
Habitually.
And then as you pause and say, what a pleasure, and you get good at not being reactive, you'll start to get so excited inside. They're the best things you can do. Get outside your comfort zone. Your comfort zone is to be reactive, to freak out, or to this, or get so upset. And as you practice not doing that, you're like, damn, I'm powerful. Right?
And then when you entertain those negative energies, you're attracting more of it.
Exactly.
You're going to entertain that energy. You're saying, okay, bring more of that into my life then.
More people are going to cut you off.
Oh, 100%.
You entertain the reactive, F you, this,
all that.
Then it's going to attract more of that.
You're going to pop a tire, and somebody's going to ding up your car, then whatever the case may be, you attract, just lower level energetic things.
And on the flip side, you attract the positive stuff.
Amazing.
Like we're proof of that. Like I can speak for myself. I mean, my positive energy brings so much great stuff in my life. Like just wherever I go, great stuff happens.
We got free smoothies last night.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. So it's like good stuff. People can feel that good energy, and it has a ripple effect, and just great stuff happens. It's
the pure intentions, man.
Exactly. The pure intentions.
It's felt.
I love that.
Yeah, bro.
All right, should we wrap it up? Let's go. We'll see you soon. Another episode. Any final last words?
Every chance you have chaos come into your life, remember you have the opportunity to react a different way than you are used to. And when you continue to react out of your center ground and being conscious, you habitually will change your subconscious into not falling for the triggers.
Wow. That was the best download I ever heard. We're cutting it at that. See you soon.